I'm glad I remembered like before we got too far into it too. Okay, so top performers for the week: Kira $2,433, Tristan $1,545, Lily $657. That's what she meant. Okay, let's keep going. So other hot news. So these next people are like close to their first promotion. And so this is an incentive. This is a not incentive. This is an encouragement to go get that first promotion. And that would be our new training class, Victoria and Isaac. They're both like this far from hitting their first promotion. So they're super close. So we're excited for them. A couple of people, if you don't know, by the way, we're going over a couple like how close you are to your next promotion because if you don't know, you should know. So a couple of people are close to their second promotion. Tristan, you are very close. You're over halfway to your second promotion, which is at $3,000 in sales. Kira is like a hair away from her second promotion, which is at $3,000. James and Guy, you are very close away from your second promotion. So go hit that this weekend. Go take care of that. Go take care of business. And then a couple of people are close to their third promotion, which is at $6,000 in sales. That would be Brisa and Serena. You guys are like that close. Both of you guys are like neck and neck to your third promotion. And then 10K is the fourth promotion. So everybody wants to get to $10,000 because that's when you can make full-time income while working part-time hours. So a couple other hot news items. We still have we're looking to fill 7 more leadership spots. We're going to be doing something a little bit different this week. So be on the lookout. So we're excited. A couple of other things. The road to $200,000. Our goal this fall, sell $200,000 this fall. We're about 10% of the way there. So we're at $21,000 in sales, and we're picking up a lot of momentum. So we're really excited about that. Other hot news. Some Olean tickets have been purchased. So Brisa her Olean ticket has been purchased. So congratulations to Brisa. Brooke, yes, we can give her a round of applause. Brooke also. Olean ticket has been purchased. Serena and Alexis, you guys are on deck. So really excited about all of that. So we're taking some people to Olean. Let's go. I'm so excited. Okay. Also, other hot news. This is on the management side. So if you guys aren't on our assistant manager's team, this might sound like hieroglyphics to you, but it's fine. This week, we've had our biggest recruiting week of the year. So I think that deserves a round of applause. So guys, for you that aren't on the leadership team or on the assistant manager team, what our assistant manager, what part of our team, what part of our responsibility is to make sure that we're taking people who are looking for jobs and scheduling them for meetings and interviews within our organization, because we are filling spots quickly. And this is one of the biggest times that we are growing tremendously and we're building lots of momentum. And this is actually out of all of the weeks of the entire year, this is our biggest recruiting week, and we still have a lot of momentum. There's still a ton of people that have applied that we still haven't been able to get in contact with yet, still need to be scheduled for interviews. So if you know somebody, if you have friends that are looking for jobs, this is the time, this is the place, because we're filling our spots really quickly. Okay, a couple other announcements. SLC Push. So SLC Push started last Tuesday, not this past one, but the one before, and it ends this Monday. Now, our goal when we set out was to do $20,000 in sales. We're at $8,300 in new business for this competition. And so our goal is 20K. So then that means this week we need to sell $11,700. We're already over $2,000 for the week. We have a great training class coming in. We're already at 6 orders down. And so all that to say, we have a lot of good momentum. Let's keep it up. Let's make sure we hit 10 orders before Saturday at 5. In fact, I think we can actually probably do more than that. But we have a really good opportunity, really good chance to go kind of put Amarillo on the main stage here at SLC out in San Diego, California. So I'm really excited about that. So next week, from October 7th to the 10th, I will be out of town representing you guys there in San Diego and hopefully bringing home some trophies. So let's finish strong. Let's get to 20K as quickly as possible so we can bring home some trophies. Other things happening. Olean Push is coming up. So yes, we have the Olean trip coming up here at the end of October, but starting October 6th, which is next Tuesday, we're going to have a push where, and a push competition is a concentrated effort for a sales competition. So on, what were we talking about? Oh, October 6th to the 23rd, there's going to be a sales competition. Okay. We're going to have lots of workshops. We're going to have lots of opportunities for phone jams. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And not only that, based on your results, there will be opportunities to win prizes. There's going to be some competitive advantages. There's going to be some bragging rights taken and stolen. And lastly, something that I heard this morning that I didn't know was happening. In fact, I've never heard of this happening before, which is really exciting. There's even a VIP night opportunity to win in Olean, which is not something that's ever been done before. At least in my years going to Olean, is to win a VIP night in Olean, which is that's up in New York with all the executives. I can only imagine how awesome it's. So if you're going to Olean, go win it. If you're not going to Olean, go win it and then go to Olean. That's the answer. Olean trip is the October 23rd through 26th. And lastly, for those of you who are part of our MIT program, what is the MIT program? MIT is a manager in training. In other words, that's a fancy way of saying skills for life. So skills for life program training is next Friday, October 10th in Lubbock. Make sure that's in your calendar. And that's in Serena's calendar. Also going to see, isn't it Nick? You're going to see Nick, that guy, Love Island guy. No. Lori, no. Okay.
See him, but
Oh.
see Fly Calvary.
Oh,
Oh, that's even better.
yeah. Anyways, that was a previous part of the conversation where she said, "Oh yeah, I makes me love it." But I'm gonna go see Fly. October 20th, events meeting here at Amarillo, so make sure that those are in your calendars. If you're part of the, now, if you're part of the events meeting or events team, that's for you. Part of the MIT program, that's for you. We still have some thoughts to go for the MIT program. And a mall meeting for those who are on the events team. It's November 2nd in Austin. So make sure that you have it in your calendar. You're gonna be in Austin on November 2nd, and that's a Sunday. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, huh? Pluckers. Anybody, have you ever had pluckers before?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Have you ever had pluckers before?
Oh my god. We need to take a trip.
If you know, you know, and if you don't, so
It's
you
so-
just gotta go. No, we can't spoil it. We can't spoil it. Yeah, you just gotta be there. Gotta be there.
Let's go to every school.
Pluckers. Cool. Okay. Any questions on the upcoming events for the next 4 weeks? Okay. All right. Everybody, how about your notes? We're going to talk about selling accessories and building a wish list. So let's dive in. If you want to follow along with my notes and the agenda that we're going to talk about, I put it in the group me earlier for you to have during the talk and then also after the talk in case you need some extra stuff. Okay, workshop for selling accessories. Selling accessories. Here's our agenda. Here's the focus of selling accessories. Step 1, follow the formula. Follow the formula to sell accessories. There's a formula. Selling Cutco's a science, not an art. So follow the formula. Number 2, you got to know the names and uses. You got to be able to sell it. You got to be able to build value in it, which means knowing the names and uses. And lastly, number 3, show everybody. Show everybody all the accessories because you never know. All right. Follow formula, know the names and uses, and show everybody. So let's talk about it. When do you show the accessories? After building rapport?
After the main first subscribers.
Okay. Do you do it after building rapport? Talk to me. No? Okay. Do you do it after disadvantage of common knives? No. After the knives. Okay. So does that mean after the homemaker set? Does that mean after the specials?
Well, it depends on whether or not you're dropping down, right?
That's the right answer. It's after the yes. And if they don't say yes, then you show it to them anyways. After the no. Okay. So you're either showing it to them after they say, yes, I'll buy that set, or yes, I'll buy that special number 1, or yes, I'll buy the buy 3, get 1, right? Which we talked about all that last night. So if you haven't watched that workshop, it was fire. Go watch it. What are we talking about? Oh, after, I'm sorry. I promise I'm not doing that for like attention or anything. Like that's real. I forget. Like seriously. Okay, hold on. What are we talking about? Oh, okay, yes. Wait. Yeah, but what did I just say? Oh yeah. Not just after, so after the yes, and then also if they say, guys, let's move on. If they say no, and you show them buy now bonus, they say no. Okay, you still show them the accessories. But let's, in this situation, let's pretend like they're gonna buy the knives, because what's the first thing that you should sell? Always sell the knives first, because they're the easiest to sell. That's the easiest way to get a yes. So once they say yes, then you're gonna say, great, Mrs. Jones, you're gonna love your Cutco. While I write that up, let me show you what most people like to complement their knives with.
So sell after you summarize.
Yes. And is it okay to show it even if you don't sell the knives? Thank you, Serena and Lily. You didn't say it. You didn't say it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, whoa, what are you doing? You're gonna delete all of that? Okay. If you want to make a copy, just do file, make copy. Sorry, let me relax, let me relax, let me relax, let me relax. My fault, my fault.
Chill.
Let's back up. So once they say yes to the knives or say no, say, great, Mrs. Jones, you're gonna love your Cutco. While I write that up, let me show you what most people like to complement their knives with. Guys, if you want an excuse to show them something or to say something, just say, can I tell you what most people do? Can I show you what most people like to complement their knives with? And so that's the transition phrase that you use to go into the accessories. So what's the formula? Follow the formula. There's a basic formula to showing accessories, and it's very simple. Number one, you gotta have product conviction. You gotta believe in the accessories, believe in the gadgets, believe in the hunting knives, believe in it. What does it mean to believe in it? Ms. Jones is the best stuff ever. It's not overkill. This stuff is awesome. Everybody loves it. Product conviction. How do you build product conviction? Well, either number one, use it. Number two, fake it till you make it. Number three, use it. So following the formula looks like having product conviction. That's step number one to following the formula. Step number two to following the formula is you got to know the names and uses, be educated, know what they're used for, know how they're used. And number three to following the formula is focus on bundles and package deals versus just selling single items. So instead of selling one peeler, sell a gadget pack that you come up with. So what's a gadget pack? I don't know. You make it up. Peeler, pizza cutter, ice cream scoop with a free cheese knife. Congratulations, Mrs. Jones. That's your gadget pack. Okay. Focus on selling bundles and packages versus just selling single accessories. Okay. If they say, yeah, I want what's an accessory? What's the accessory other than gadgets? As an example, cookware, flatware. Okay. Instead of selling one piece of cookware, sell one of the packages. Okay. Instead of selling one gut hook knife, sell a package deal. Gut hook, clip point, drop point with a free fisherman solution, or just all four knives, and that's your hunter starter set. I just made that up on the spot. Hunter starter set. Mr. Jones, if you get the hunter starter set, comes with the drop point, the clip point, the gut hook, and a fisherman solution. And if you get that, I'll give you free cutting board, a free premium cutting board. You know what the premium cutting boards are?
Large.
The red ones.
As a kid, you can't see blood on them easily.
I guess so. I guess so. That's good. That's good. Okay, so there's 3 steps to following the formula: product conviction, names and uses, and focus on bundles and packages instead of singles. Okay.
We're following formula, no names and uses and show everybody.
Yeah. So let's break those 3 things down. We're going to start with following the formula. If you're going to break the following the formula into 3 things, the formula is having product conviction, knowing the names and the uses, and focusing on bundles and packages instead of selling singles. That's the formula.
What do you mean by product convictions?
What is product conviction? Let's bounce it around. Somebody.
Product conviction is knowing what it's used for and why people would want
Okay.
it. So, and you believe that the product is gonna be great.
Well, how do you do that without sounding salesy? Like, oh yeah, this is great. Like, this is amazing. It's awesome. Like, of course you're gonna do that. Of course they think that you're gonna do that.
But you need to believe.
No, yes, I do, but like, I don't.
So product conviction is you yourself believing that it's good.
But I feel like doesn't that come across as like salesy, you know? I would think that.
It means that you actually understand why it's so good for you, for them, because you believe. oh, well, if they have this, then I'm actually helping them out. If they have this, then they'll never have to buy one ever again, so they're saving money. I'm hoping them save. I'm hoping them get, so that's the kind of product conviction.
So can you give me like an example, like, on Miss Jones?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Would you, like, an
Like,
example,
yeah,
anything that we sell? So like, say, for the hunting, okay, so I'm a big hunter, so I have product conviction in all of our things. The reason being is because I grew up having thousands of hunting.
mm,
I've never found a single hunting knife that is better than Cutco because it stands longer. I can get it sharpened for free all the time, which I mean, I do my- but
yeah,
my parents can get it sharpened for free all the time. If anything ever happens to it, which most hunting knives are gonna chip, crack, and corrode very easily,
mhm,
I can get it replaced. So I buy this one knife, I never have to buy another knife ever again. So that's having conviction that you yourself believe that it's the best.
Do you see the difference between saying, Mrs. Jones, you should totally get this. You're not gonna regret it. You're gonna love this versus me and my customers or me personally, we've been using these hunting knives. I've used hundreds of hunting knives and I've been around it my whole life. And for me personally, this is the best that I found because this, and this. Which, does that sound salesy? It sounds like, here, this is my personal experience, which is what product conviction is. It's being able to back it up with your own opinion, to believe in it yourself. Not to say product conviction isn't, Mrs. Jones is the best thing you're ever going to get. You got to have it. If you don't get it now, you're never going to find anything better. You say, well, in my experience, this is this, or in my customer's experience, this is this. And you're stating it from experience. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So that's what creates the difference there.
Does that-
So when here's us breaking. So here's the three things down. Here's the three things. Follow the formula, names and uses, show everybody. So if let's break down, follow the formula. Product conviction, names and uses, and focus on bundles and packages versus singles. Okay. So let's break down knowing the names and uses. Okay. You got to understand how they work and what they're used for. Know how they work and what they're used for. What are all the functions? If you have an opportunity now, when you get on the events team, you're going to have a lot of opportunity to own all the accessories and to be able to use all the accessories too when you're on the events team. And also, you got to know the names of uses of more than just like, you want to know all the features for the flatware, the cookware, the gadgets, the accessories, outdoor stuff, all the stuff. Okay. Now, everything's in your manual, but it's one thing just to read it and another thing to say, my customer uses it for this. So that's why it's so important whenever you're meeting with people who own Cutco to get their testimonials so that way you can share it back to your customers. So, the great thing about this, Mrs. Jones, is that it comes in a package deal. Do you mind if I show it to you real quick, just for fun? So whenever you're showing the gadgets, for example, or the hunting knives, or the, let's do this. We're on the flatware. So Mrs. Jones, the greatest thing about the flatware is it comes in a package deal. Okay, so that's the flatware chest and the 6-piece stainless accessory set. So what you can do is for the cookware or for the flatware specifically, you can show it as a package deal. Okay, the package deal is they get the flatware chest and the 6-piece accessory set, and that's the package deal. So Mrs. Jones, this is the biggest value in Cutco. The best value in Cutco has the biggest discount. The retail price for this is $3,104. But what I can do for you today is the package deal price, when you get it together, is only $2,183 in full. There's only $440 per month. Now, what the closing sounds like is this, by the way, just so you know, if you did want to add this today, since you're already buying your galley set, then I could do blank for free. I could add in the entertainer pack for free. So if Mrs. Jones is going to buy the galley set and this flatware package deal, can I give a lot for free? Yeah, that's like a $3,000 order. So how much can I give for free?
Probably less than $500 or so.
10 to 15%. So take the total number of what the customer pays and then do 10 to 15%. So 10% of 3,000 is $300. So you could do more than that. You could do more than $300, but that's an easy way to like think of it. Okay. So if you have a $1,500 set, if you're selling a homemaker, well, you can give like $150 for free. Can you do more? Yes. But so maybe like, let's see, 10 to 20%. 20% of, so 10% of 3,000 is 300. So 20% would be 300 times 2, right? Which would be $600. So maybe that's a good feature. Anywhere between 10 to 20% of the order you can get for free. So Mrs. Jones, by the way, just so you know, if you did want to add these today, since you're already buying the galley set, then I could give you up to $600 worth of free stuff. I can give you the entire entertainer pack and the kitchen tool set for free. That's how you do package deals, where you figure out what they like, what they would use, and you frame it in that way. So that's jumping ahead a little bit. It's coming back to the great, how do you show package deals? The great thing about this, Mrs. Jones, is that it comes in a packaging deal. Do you mind if I just show it to you real quick, just for fun? Just throw that out there, just for fun. That keeps the pressure off of them. That keeps it light. So I just used the flatware set because that was the first thing. Let's say they say no to the flatware and the cookware. They're like, nope, not interested. Okay, let's move on. So the Cutco Kitchen business gifts. Okay, guys, why do we have this slide here? I guarantee you, you know people who own businesses. What do people who own businesses do for their customers, clients, or employees? They give them gifts. What kind of gifts?
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. Christmas gifts, appreciation gifts, wedding gifts, closing gifts. They give them gifts to show their appreciation. Okay. So why do we have this here? Because this is a great opportunity to say, by the way, I remember when we were building rapport, I remember earlier you said that you run a business. Do you guys ever do gifts for your employees or clients? And they're 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, yeah, we do. Doesn't mean that they're going to say, okay, I'm ready to buy, but most people do. Okay. So that's where you can say, okay, Cutco is a really cool program where you can get your logo engraved on a piece or a couple pieces or a block, have it as a marketing write-off, and you can gift it. It's 100% tax write-off, and you can gift it to your employees or clients. Do you want to see more about this? And they're like, yeah, what is it like? What's it about? Then you're gonna go here. Put your logo here. Why is this here? Because from here, there's an example. From here, talking about business gifts to hunting knives, what's a great option? The K-bars are awesome options. The pocket knives are really, really, really popular. These are probably our most popular. If not these, then you're going to look at the gift sets for business gifts. These gift sets are really popular for business gifts. So if somebody's interested in like learning more about it, number one, they have to put this could be a whole business gifts could be a whole nother workshop. But business gifts, they put their logo on it. It's 100% tax write-off, and it's the gift that lasts forever. Most business owners, what do they buy for their clients or employees as appreciation gifts? A bottle of wine, a charcuterie board, a chocolate box, a basket of gift cards, right? That's what those things go pretty quickly. Why would a business owner be excited about this? Well, because they buy it once, their customer is going to use it every single day and have it for the rest of their lives. And every time they're going to be cooking, what are they going to think about? Well, they're going to pick up the knife and see your logo on it. So they're going to think about you every time they use it. And they're going to think about your business and everything that you guys did for them or all the businesses you guys did together. That's why it's it's a marketing expense that lasts forever. It's a business card that you can't lose. So this is why business owners would be excited about that. Okay, let's keep going. Hunting knives. Okay, K-bars. Mrs. Jones, the great thing is that these actually come in package deals. You mind if I show it to you just for fun real quick? See, doing that totally lost my train of thought. Because whenever you show this as a package deal, guess what happens if they say, no, I don't want all that. What do? Drop down. Hey, Mrs. Jones, out of these 4 knives, which one can you see yourself living without? Just these 3? Okay. No? Okay. Which are your 2 favorites? Okay, Mrs. Jones, if you're just to get this one piece, it's only blank. Would you like, and again, coming back to the closing line. By the way, just so you know, if you did want to add this one piece today, since you're already buying the galley set, I could do this for free, and it's only this much per month. So a great way to add something to the order. The reason why we show this after the knives is because the knives are easiest to sell, and once you get your first yes, it's easier to get other yeses. So whenever you get your first yes, it's easier to get your next yeses. So the next goal is then to add to the order. So let's say Mrs. Jones is buying a galley set. She's getting the shears for free. And you say, Mrs. Jones, by the way, it's a lot easier when these come in package deals. We have some really cool specials. Do you mind if I show it to you real quick just for fun? She's like, yeah, you can show me. Okay, Mrs. Jones. So out of these hunting knives, which one do you have the most interest in? Oh, you love the garden tools? Okay, awesome. And so the garden tools, do you garden? Yeah, that's for you. Okay, awesome. What would Mr. Jones use? The gut hook? Okay, awesome. So Mrs. Jones, we could do a package deal where if you got both of those for free, does he like to fish? No, he doesn't like to fish. Okay, is he really into military stuff? No. Okay, well, the hunting knife right here is really popular because it's got a beautiful thermal resin handle. It's super cool. It's huge and it's great for field dressing. So does he like to go hunting? Yes, he does. Okay, so if you went ahead and got the what did I say, the lockback or the lockback and the garden tool set, since you're getting the galley set and getting the garden tool set as well with the lockback, I can actually throw in a free hunting knife on top of the shears that you were getting for free as well, if you add this to your order. So she's already said yes. She's already giving you her credit card, her debit card, and now you're showing her this. And how much more is it going to add per month? $80. When she's spending $200, another $80 for new garden tools, a new knife for her husband, and then another free gift for her brother or her dad for $80 extra. Really, it wouldn't even be 80, it would probably be less than that. Okay. So that's why when you show it as a package deal, it's much more exciting. And the best part about it is you can drop down. You can take it out. Okay, Mr. Jones, if you just wanted to do the garden tools, instead of getting the hunting knife for free, I could actually give you the lockback for free instead. How does that sound? Okay, sounds good. No? Okay, Mrs. Jones. Well, the 5-piece garden tool set is really popular, but you can actually break this up so it's a lot cheaper. Which 2 or 3 pieces do you think you'd use the most? Just these 3 pieces? Okay, if you did that, I can actually still get you the lockback for free. Or I'll throw in a free cutting board instead. That's the art of making deals. That's why showing package deals is better, because it's easy to sell more and the customer gets more value out of it. That's why we do it. So they get more value out of it. So showing everybody. Sets are always exciting to sell, but you'll always have to ask for more. So your customer is never going to buy a set, buy a special, buy some pieces, and then say, okay, can I buy more? They're never going to say that. You have to ask, you have to show, you have to bring it out of them. So here's the process of how I do it. When they say yes, I say, congratulations, you're going to love your Cutco. Let's go ahead and write that order up. I'll go ahead and enter their order, enter their information, enter all the details until I get the card. And then I need the card. I say, okay, I'm ready for your card number. Can I have it? And they'll hand it to me and I'll take it. And then I'll say, oh, by the way, slide the card underneath my phone, hold it in this hand. Let me show you some of our accessories while we write this up. Because in their mind, they've already given me the card, they've already bought, and now it's the easiest time to get another yes, to add more to the order while I have their card. Because now what do we have to do in order to add to the order? I can just add it to the order and then we can just place the order, Mr. Jones. I already got your card. We're good. Does that make sense? That's the process of when and how you do it. So you got to show everybody, because it's easier to, the knives are easy to sell, but it's when you get to the accessories that you got to ask for more. And you can use recommendation bribes, which what that means, Mrs. Jones, if you give me 25 recommendations, I'll buy you a free peeler. I'll give you a free peeler. I'll add a peeler to your order and give it to you for free. We have peelers here. You can buy them off of me and you can use them to bribe your customer, say, hey, Mr. Jones, I actually carry these peelers around because if you give me 25 recommendations, I'll just leave this here. And that's yours. I won't come back. I won't come searching for it. Like it's a way that you can use the gadgets, use the accessories to get more recommendations. So, a couple of examples of package deals. By the way, let's pause. Does anybody have questions on those things so far?
So you can basically just say something in the package deal. You can just make it up. Oh, okay.
Believe it or not, yes, you can. You can do that. Because you're the rep, you're the person who creates the package. You're the person who creates the deal. So a couple examples of some package deals. The gadget pack. It's where they get the peeler, ice cream scoop, pizza cutter, can opener, wine opener, shears, kitchen tool block by itself, and it's for free. And it's $453 plus tax. So let me show you that. So the peeler, gonna be the gadget pack. The peeler, the scoop, I don't think the cheese knife is on there. Pizza cutter, peeler, wine opener. So the peeler, the scoop, the pizza cutter, the can opener, the wine opener, the shears, and the kitchen tool block. So we're gonna go here, shears, and then kitchen tool block, and you'll bonus that. Because that's gonna be what they hold all the stuff in. They'll put it all in there. $466 plus tax. That's an example. Kitchen tool set. It's a 6-piece kitchen tool set plus a free item. Now, what would you give for free? Well, you're not going to give the cleaver for free, but you can do something that makes sense for the order. Guys, you got to use my biggest tip is use the optimize button. So the kitchen tool set. Okay, so we're going to add that. That's $400. And we can give them a free item. Can we give them the K-bar knife? No, that's too much. So what can we do? Here's an easy way to do it. Come down here to optimize. Click on not optimize. Order advisor. And it's going to say from catalog items eligible for bonus. So these are all the items that you can give for free. Now I'm not going to say, hey, Ms. Jones, what do you want for free? The table knife, the vegetable peeler, medium cutting board, ice cream scoop, can opener, pizza cutter, steak knife, super shears, large cutting board, small cutting board, traditional cheese knife, sheets, 5-piece tray, traditional cheese knife, steak knife, trimmer, cheese knife. What do you want? I'm going to say, Mrs. Jones, I know you said you love that cheese knife. If you wanted to go ahead and do that, if you wanted to get this option, I can actually go ahead and give you that cheese knife for free. Who's not going to take that deal? A 6-piece kitchen tool set for $80 a month and they get a free cheese knife? Are you kidding me? It's freaking awesome. That's an incredible deal. I'd buy that in a heartbeat. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Bake and serve set. $220 plus tax. Barbecue tool set. Garden tool set. When in doubt, you can always do a buy 3, get 1 free on accessories if needed. So what does that mean? You can always do buy 3, get the 4th free. Which one do you get for free? Why? The ice cream scoop is the cheapest one for $59. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so you give the cheapest one for free. You can do the buy 3, get 1 free on anything Cutco. Surprise! You can do the buy 3, get 1 free on anything Cutco. Did you hear me? You can do the buy 3, get anything free or 1 thing free on Cutco. Check this out. Boom. Boom.
Prices.
Boom, boom. Buy 3 homemakers, get 1 free, Mr. Jones. Check that out. You guys think that's crazy?
Does it matter what the price of the 4th item is?
Yes, it does. Whatever the 4th item is, doesn't matter the price of the 4th item. You give the cheapest thing for free.
Right.
Do you know why? Because it comes out of your CPO.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you know what the CPO is?
Cash per
I forgot for a second. Credit per order. It's how much commission you get paid off of. Okay, so if you give the most expensive item for free, well, then that drops your CPO way more than necessary. You can do buy three, get one free for anything Cutco. You just give the cheapest item for free.
So they could buy like 3 homemaker sets and they can get a free deli set.
We can get a free homemaker set. And yes. If you think that's crazy,
If they buy 3 homemaker sets, could they get a free cookware or a flatware set?
let me show you. If I were to do a deal like that, here's what it would look like. Let's do one. Here's what that would look like. That's a good question, guy. Let's go here. Let's say they want to get a cookware set. Let's say they want the dedicated. So they want to buy 3 homemakers, and they want 3 homemakers, 1 for each of their kids, and they want to get their chef cookware set for themselves. What am I going to give for free?
Homemaker?
Yeah. And I can do that. Look how good of a deal that is. They're getting 20% off. 20%, not 20% off. They're getting 20% worth of free stuff. That's incredible. So here's how I present it. I'm not going to say, Mrs. Jones, if you buy 3 homemakers, I can get you a free cookware set. I'm going to say, Mrs. Jones, how many homemakers do you want? 3 of them? Okay. And you said you want the dedicated cookware set? Okay, awesome. So for that deal, what I can do is the price is about $8,680. But today, since you're getting it in a package deal with me, I can actually give it to you for $5,783. That's in full. Now, what most people do is they pay on the 5-pay, which is only $1,161 per month for 5 months. Now, do I just say that out loud? Write it down. Mrs. Jones,
What if they can't see your notebook? Because you have the Zoom background.
turn off the Zoom background.
Oh.
Mrs. Jones, the retail price for this is $8,680. But what I can do for you today, since you're getting it with me through a package deal, it's actually only $57.83 in full. It includes the shipping, but most of our customers go for the 5-month payment option. So 5-month payment option will only be $1,161 a month for 5 months. Which would you rather do, pay in full or kind of 5-pay? So I'll probably pay in full. Okay. Would you like to go get it? What color do you want? That's called an assumed close, is just assuming that they're gonna get it. So an example for this would be, yeah, 11.6, which would you pay in full? Pay in full or pay on the 5-pay? Yeah, we'd probably just pay in full. Okay, what color do you want? Okay, awesome.
What's the biggest order someone in this office has ever had?
$6,599. That's the biggest order from our representatives. My biggest order was right before I opened this office. It was 15.
15,000?
Mhm.
What did they buy?
Ultimate set with 3 signature sets and a galley. Or not signatures, homemakers.
Were you
3
already on
homemakers.
30% off that time?
I was at 50.
Oh. That's some money. That's 7,500 in straight down. How do you get a 50% promotion? Because I know you go to 30 and then I saw bonus levels. How do you get?
It's at $150,000 in career sales. That's where you get to. Pretty nice home, Kristen.
So please,
Bonus land.
Yeah.
so if I want to do that, I need to do 18 demos per week.
There you go.
Okay.
You can do that. So that's the power of package deals. Okay, that's the power of package deals. So we're talking about accessories and selling them in packages. Are packages just for accessories? No, that's where the Cutco kitchen comes into play. That's a whole nother workshop. Okay, but we're talking about accessories and selling packages with those. So if you want to sell more accessories, number one, have product conviction. Remember the formula. Formula is product conviction, know what it's used for, and focus on packages. Okay. You got to know the names and uses. In other words, what's it used for? When are you going to use it? How would you use it? Okay. And that goes for gadgets, accessories, and outdoor stuff. And make sure you show everybody. Okay. Obviously, the sets are exciting to sell, but you always have to ask to show them more. Ms. Jones, is it okay if I just show it to you just for fun, please? Can I show it to you just for fun? Ms. Jones, can I show you what most customers get to complement their set? That's a great word. Can I show you what most people love to do to complement their set? Great, Mrs. Jones. So here's the transition phrase. Here's put it in practical thing. They say yes to the galley set or whatever. Great, Mrs. Jones, you're gonna love your Cutco. While I write that up, let me show you what most people like to complement their knives. In fact, I'd actually pause here. Let's break it down. Great, Mrs. Jones, you're gonna love your Cutco. Let's go ahead and write that up. Put it up on the card. Put the information in. Blah blah blah. But get all the way to the point where you're about to need the card number. Okay, Mrs. Jones, I'm ready for your card number. Get the card, hold it, and then say, by the way, let me show you what most people actually do to complement their knives with.
What if they're-
And then you go through the accessories.
What if we're in virtual, because you can't really hold the card?
It's a good question. I would go ahead and get the card number
Yeah.
and just don't click place the order. In fact, I might write it down on my notes, write it down on a piece of paper, something where I can say whatever. That makes sense. Because in their mind, when they give you their card or give you their card number, they've already bought it. So follow the formula. Names and uses, show everybody. Transition phrase. Great, Mrs. Jones, you're gonna love your Cutco. Start writing it up. Once you get to the card part, then you say, well, I write that up. Let me show you what most people love to complement their knives with. So open up the slideshow. We got the flatware. We got the cookware. We got the kitchen. We got the business gifts. We got the gadgets. We got the table knives. We got the specialty pieces, the limited time stuff. Okay. And then you're going to say, the great thing about this stuff, Mrs. Jones, is that it comes in a package deal. Do you mind if I show it to you real quick just for fun? Now, what do you show the package deal for? You show the stuff that they like, things that they're interested in, whether that's the table knives, whether that's the cookware, whether that's the flatware, whether that's the hunting knives or whatever, business gifts. Okay. The great thing is about this stuff, Mrs. Jones, it actually all comes in a package deal. Do you mind if I show that to you real quick, just for fun? This will be my last thing. Okay, awesome. And then you can either come up with the package deal or just use these that we have here, for example. When in doubt, you can always do buy three, get one free. So then, by the way, Mrs. Jones, just so you know, if you did want to add these today, since you're already buying the galley set, then I could do blank for free. I could best free items are medium or small cutting boards. People love it. They don't care how much it costs. They just love having extra cutting boards. So it's still a great option to give for free. Whether it's super expensive or not, it's still a great option. Gadgets, really popular. Bake and serve pieces, really popular. Weeder trowel cultivator, really popular. Kitchen tool pieces, really popular for free stuff. You don't want to throw out baby with the bathwater when you give them free stuff. You just got a great deal. You just added $400 more CPO to your order, and then you get all excited and you take 300 CPO off. Don't do that. Take 30 CPO off by giving them a free cutting board, or give them a free cutting board and a free peeler. It's going to be 60 CPO off. I mean, what kind of deal does that do for them? They're excited about it. They love it because why they would use it. It's not about the price. It's about the value. Calm down. Let's do that. That's my soapbox. Questions?
Is there any accessories that you guys don't sell? Like, is there like, you're like, I don't know how to sell the peeler. I don't know how to sell the pizza cutter. I don't know how to sell any of the hunting items. Is there anything that when people ask you about it, you struggle to say what it's all?
Why is it better than what they have?
I just think you don't buy stuff that much anymore.
For example, like gardening tools. Like, what makes it better than what they have?
Okay, so you do the garden?
Yeah, it's a good question. So what makes Cutco's accessories better than anything that you can get at Target or Walmart or things like that? That's your question?
Besides like the Forever Guarantee, the things that we have. Yeah, like what makes our gardening better than.
So I could tell you about it, but instead, let's look at what's in your manual just for reference. So in your manual, it says These are the only garden tools on the market that are guaranteed forever. They're rated by the home and garden industry as the #1 trusted garden tools. They hold up to 300 pounds of torque pressure without bending or breaking. The yellow makes them easy to find in the dark or messy soil, and the steel goes all the way through the bottoms of the handles. So it's sturdy. So the cultivator is sturdy enough for dry, hard, caked, rocky ground, just like we got out here in Amarillo. Now the trowels, these have a ruler on the scope on the scoop, so you can measure how far you're planting in. And the weeder is excellent for getting to the roots as well. The bypass pruners, these are really awesome. They're gonna snip your flowers, trim shrubs, and prune branches really with ease. They have a sure grip handle that reduces hand fatigue and the blades lock for safety. Now, my mom has the garden tools and she loves her garden tools. She's had them for probably 4 years, 3 or 4 years now, and she has them. She loves them. She uses them all the time. That's what I would do. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I think, cause she was asking about like height and stuff, so like definitely read your manual because it gives them everything that they need to know on a basis. But if you're like, well, I get that it's good, but like, why is it better than like I already have this stuff, right?
Yeah,
So the cool thing about the metal in the garden tools is that it's the same, it's the same as the knives, right? Or is it the 1810?
Oh, no, it's not
I think
1810, that's the flower.
It's a very high quality steel, so there's less chance of it rusting, which is very popular with garden tools. Because it's in the dirt, it's in the water all the time. So ours don't rust as easily. One cool thing that I always share with my customers is that the cultivator, I was gonna say the hook thing, the cultivator, they actually test, like, is this strong enough to handle like the toughest dirt? They hang tires from it to make sure that it's not gonna, like, the trowels, they'll drive on to make sure they're not. So they're the heaviest duty thing that any garden industry has ever. Just because of it. The bypass pruners, they cut almost as good or better than the shears for paint. So it's like, not only are they built good, but they have better results than any other garden tools. So it's like, that's something for you to know to bring them.
right, yeah,
This is actually really good stuff.
right.
So,
Good. It's good. So your fundamentals, these things here, you shouldn't like, these should help you to not hype it up like that. Like, obviously, that's a lot of personal experience, personal testimony, and then other examples of like, that's like that's like, if this is point A, that's point B, like that's the next layer to it. So you don't skip point A. Don't just start talking about, you got to hit these points first, because these are the fundamentals. These are why they're so good. So why is Cutco so good? Well, they're rated #1 trusted gardening tool by Home and Garden industry. Do you need more? Like, that's that. Why are they better than theirs? Because it's rated #1. Do they have #1? If it's not Cutco, then no, they don't. So #1, that's what makes it better. Holds 300 pounds of torque pressure without bending or breaking. And that's where I would go into. So yeah, it holds 300 pounds of torque pressure without bending or breaking. In fact, the way that they test this is on the cultivator, they hang tires from it to make sure that they won't bend, and they're only going to run over with like a truck or a car, the shovel, so they make sure they won't break or bend. So they're really, really strong. And then of course the yellow makes them easy to find in the soil, and it still goes all the way through the bottom of the handle. So you know you're getting the best quality, and it's sturdy and it won't break. And guess what happens if it did? Fixed and replaced forever for free. So there's nothing else out there like it. So that's really good attitude. So I came back to the manual because that's your point A. Point B are the extra things that you add on there. What other accessories are you guys stuck on?
you guys know much about the hunting knife?
Kristen loves to talk about them.
I do, but okay, so my thing is, we live in Amarillo, Texas, like, we can sell a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I always like to go into this because that fisherman solution is about the easiest thing. So one thing about our hunting and fishing knives, if you put it into perspective of any other hunting and fishing knife, it's about the same price. Like, you can go to Cabela's, Bass Pro, like, you're gonna find knives like that or more expensive without the. So the cool thing about the fishing knife is that all you have to do is show them that it extends, comes apart for easy cleaning, and it has a really cool sheath. Most people are bought into it. they get it sharpened for free. So the fishing knife is about the easiest one to sell. Go back to the other ones. Okay, so the pocket knives, has everybody seen our pocket? knives? Has everybody held? Them? Okay, so these are the easiest things to add onto an order.
strap.
I do.
They have them in their backpack. I mean, I have like 6 knives in my dorm, still, dude.
So these are about the easiest things to sell as well. We live in Amarillo every.
Pull this out like a game.
Right,
Okay.
Careful, they're very sharp.
they're very.
Please be careful.
Don't bring my huge knives.
So when you're showing pocket knives to guys especially, because they're always gonna have pocket. You want to say, hey, have you ever had a pocket knife that dulls super quickly, it rusts, and then you have to replace it over and over? They're gonna say yes. My dad, before Cutco, he replaced his pocket knife every year. Every single year, and he always bought the heavy duty. So these are super easy to be like, hey, so when it gets to the point that you need to replace it, just send it back and we'll get you a new one or fix it. So these are super easy. The hunting knives, if you find somebody who really loves hunting,
They're gorgeous. They're beautiful knives. Sorry.
yeah.
Fangirling over here, my fault.
Yeah, so these hunting, you actually have them. Okay, so these hunting knives, these have a very beautiful handle, so there's bougie hunters. And they do it just because they want to wear sick gear. You guys can continue to get that. So this is gonna be like a really, really nice handled hunting. Most hunters want to show off their guns and knives. So this is how you want to go about it. Of like, hey guys, do you like your knives? Like, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I have a whole collection of them. This is gonna be the prettiest one in your set. I can guarantee that because we have the thermal resin handle and we have that heavy duty, high carbon stainless steel. So it's gonna look the same 40 years from now. That's how you sell it. If they ask, well, what would you prefer, double the edge or straight edge? This is where you want to remember this part. If they do a lot of work on the bones and they're grinding against bones, you want the double the edge. If they're doing a lot of work like they're skinning or going through meat, they want the straight edge. Same thing. Yes, yes. Same thing with the other hunting. Let's go over to this. So these are the pretty ones. If they want a more practical one, in my opinion, these ones are better because they have a comfort grip that when you're working around blood, it doesn't get slippery. The clip point and the drop point are awesome because every hunter is going to have a preference. If they do a lot of detailed work around bones, the clip point does really great with detailed work. Like if they're really like deboning it, if they want to use it more for just like skinning it and doing a quick field dressing, they're going to want that one. The gut hook is the best because any hunter knows this, that a gut hook sucks. Every single hunter you come across, they're gonna be like, oh, I don't like gut hooks. They're awful, like they don't do anything. We have the same 15 degree sharpness on the gut hook as we do on the blade itself. So if you ever get a gut hook hunting knife, you can use the leather through the actual hook. So the hunting knives are actually the easiest thing to sell because these are going to be $124. If you go to Cabela's, you can find $300 knives. No guarantee. Carbon steel, like. So if you find a hunter, these are really easy to sell. So that's my soapbox on the hunting knives because you can add those to a homemaker like. So yeah.
That's good. Hope you guys took notes on that. Okay. That is the workshop. So what we're gonna do now, we have 25 minutes left. We're gonna phone jam for 25 minutes. So that means you got time to make 10 calls. 10 to 15 calls. Okay. So get out your phone jam stuff. Get out your customer list, get out your name list. And let's call.